That rolled the wrong intro. Here we are live, and we rolled the wrong intro. So I'm going to redo the intro. What is today? Today's Halloween. We're rolling the intro again, and I'm sorry.
The JHS show presents
There we go.
Totally Normal Behavior. Starring Josh Scott and guest starring Daniel Danger. Man, we're really having a hard time finding new people for this show. Brought to you by reverb.com.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello.
That was kind of a nice, like, fake out intro with the wrong intro. Yeah. We rolled the wrong intro, and so I re-rolled the original intro. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Totally Normal Behavior, where Daniel and I talk about things we're collecting and show them to you and hope they work. Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, let's go first. So I have an unidentified, I want to say flying object, but it would be an unidentified fuzzy object. And here it is. It is the Comparate. Is that Comparate or Comparate? Comparate? I don't know. Comparate. Distortion. And then on one side is Distortion. And we have in, out, in, out. And you can't bridge this. Like, I thought I could put a patch cable here and, like, bridge them, but it freaks out. This is some type of DIY build. It's very clean inside. There's no brand name. And my suspicion, I haven't been able to really look, is I feel like it's probably a Craig Anderton guitar gadget, or the other effects book that he made, where, like, you go into the Craig Anderton book and he gives you these layouts. Where are they at? Does this one have the layouts? I got the wrong book, the wrong intro, but the point is, this has the, you don't have this. The flex that you probably do. Anyway, these books would, like, give you everything you needed to build an effect. And I think that's what this is. It came in a set. I got these at a secret location. And this is the Easy Boost. And they're both really nice etched boards. And they're built pretty good, but they're definitely DIY. And then these look like water slides. They kind of feel like water slide decals. Yeah, there's, like, tiny pencil lines. I thought it might have been a Letraset at first. It doesn't feel like it, though. It looks like it came with a kit. So, must I demo this? Let's listen to the Comparate Distortion. Actually, let's do... Well, yeah, go ahead.
We had made time to make a stinger that's Comparate.
Comparate. All right. So this is the distortion side. All right. Here we go. Here's my clean tone. I'm playing the Paul Gilbert Weird guitar. It's like the reverse Kiss guitar. It's a reverse Iceman. I know. Yeah, well, I'll show it more in a second. All right, here's the distortion. It has a sensitivity and I haven't looked at any of these circuits, but this one's really great. My favorite Smashing Pumpkins song, this really nails it. It's that. You know that song? Yeah. Here's All the Way Up. I can't really determine what the crap this is. Like, I thought it would be just like a Distortion Plus, but it's not. I don't know, and I haven't gotten into the circuit. So let's look at the other side, the Comparate. Here we go, Comparate. So to get to this, I'm gonna, because you can't, see, I thought you could put a patch cable here, right? No, yeah, it doesn't work. All right, here's the Comparate. You ready? Hold on to your britches, as we say in the South. It's basically like a 8-bit fuzz. It feels more it feels more like chaotic. Isn't that crazy? And then when you put the switch down, it doesn't work. I think it's an off switch, but I don't know why you would do that. So here's the tone all the way up, and oh, yeah, they're not getting it. It's fine. It's my what's another good riff? I think my other Smashing Pumpkins song I love is the You like that one? All right, your turn.
My turn. Well, we always have just to instigate the internets a little bit. There was some discussion, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, something like that, because we can switch to my new second camera.
Dang! Look at this.
Work.
Second camera.
Second camera. We did a lot of technology upgrades in the last couple of weeks, and they're still kind of fighting on them. But a fringe logo rat showed up in Guitar Center, priced as if it was a normal big box rat, which is to say expensive, but not fringe logo expensive.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people arguing in the Facebook groups being like, why would anyone ever buy that? So I bought it because it was like $1,000 under what it should have been.
Yeah, there's still fringe rats are very rare.
Yes.
You see them, but like to find it on Guitar Center, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just one of those things. I mean, we talk about this with like Big Muffs all the time. Like the difference between a Big Muff, like a $60 Big Muff and a $400 Big Muff is an LED, and not everyone knows that.
Yeah.
From looking at it, if you're just like working in a store, and like you might look at a fringe logo rat, which is the first rat, and think that's I assume that they probably thought that was a high price for like a big box rat.
Probably.
But everyone on the internet's, or all these people were complaining about how expensive it was, and I'm sitting there going like, I just saw one of those sell for $2,200.
Yeah. When I did the pack rat, I collected up tons. I had around 40 rats. I'm down to like 30. I'm trying to work on it. Trying to get some therapy. But I was I sold one for $2, like instantly.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there just watching everyone fight over it or fight about it, and I just kind of like walked in there and purchased it because it was $1,000 less than it should have been. And it sounds great.
It's that guitar. It's your guitar that sounds great.
Yes, it's the Hello Kitty. The Hello Kitty beauty. Needs a little work. Nothing too crazy, but it that was one of those things I was like, not a pill that I was going to go like, everyone wants a fringe rat, but I wasn't going to go out and like spend $2,200 on one, but I'll spend $900 on one. Worst
like
case scenario,
that's some coffee.
Cups of coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
So no complaints there. I just thought it was funny that everyone just walked over free money.
I've seen the most familiar mess up I see with rats is that people misidentify the reissues. They do it, both ways. You'll see a reissue listed for $1,000, and it's like, give me a break. But then you'll see a vintage one listed as a reissue for like $200. I've seen that a lot. You just got to know what to look for. Which I wrote an entire essay for rats. Go check it out.
It's getting confusing with muffs because people are now being like, well, it's a vintage muff because and it's the LED muff, you're like, well, technically it kind of is now. So now it's just extra confusing because even new muffs are vintagey looking. I don't know. But
I'm being told to tell you to talk into your mic, and I think that's rude for me to tell you that, but
I'll get as close as I can.
there you go.
Was that being quiet?
You're good. People can turn it up.
Yes.
Okay. Let's so that was your, let's say that doesn't count. What do you have next?
What was that?
Does the rat have the delay built in?
No, I also this was just like a couple weeks of really good deals as I found a 70 or a early 80s 5-knob Deluxe Memory Man for once again half the price that it should have been. And
so what's that price? What's that like? What should it be? And then how did you find it?
I've seen the 5-knob, because this was like the last Memory Man before the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And I've seen them be like 1,000, 1,200, and this was like 400, and I was like, no brainer, purchased.
Absolutely.
And it works perfectly and sounds excellent. And
that alone, finding a Memory Man that's not broken.
I don't know. It's just it's a no-brainer pedal.
Yeah. Okay. You want me to go next?
Sure.
All right, here we go. So I have 3 pedals today. I've shown one of them. I will get to the bottom of what this stuff is, like these, whatever these are. But I just thought they were cool. I kind of got them in a grab bag scenario. I think I found them on the site we shall not mention because Reverb's part of this show. The other site. The other one. All right. The next thing I'll show, I have purposely not played it till now. I asked one of my technicians to make sure it works, and I've always wanted to hear what the crap this is, and I've never heard it. So this is going to be a real experience here. I don't think, Daniel, you've ever, to my knowledge, you've never heard this pedal either. But Ed, which I'll give several shout outs today, Tone Machines blog. If you don't know about Tone Machines, just go to Google and type in Tone Machines and then, or guitar pedal Tone Machines. It's just a great, he's been doing this stuff forever. I think way longer than me, longer than you. Is he like,
when I started collecting stuff in the early 2000s, and I think it was like 2009, 2010 is when I found his blog and was like obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I don't read a lot of the internet. Like I don't actively like hunt out and try to like, did this page update? Did this page update?
Right.
And I check this page religiously, and I learned a tremendous amount through it. So as much as we talk about each other as like we are each the result, the reason the other collects too much stuff, I think it's actually Ed.
Ed is a big reason why I end up with crap. I have a thing in the mail right now from him. All right, let's look at this. It's the Fuzz Thainer. Tell me, what do you know about this? Lemon Studio Sound Fuzz Thainer. Yeah. Now I'm on the hunt. All right, I've never played one. What were you gonna say? Apparently, yeah. It's weird. All right, here we go. So, here's my clean tone. Oh, Zuzz Thainer. Yeah, that really sends my dyslexic mind. I didn't, because I've had a hard time saying Thainer. Sustainer, Zuzz Thainer. Never mind. So it's got to be British. I mean, come on. All right. So I don't know what it is, but I noticed. I literally, my mind did not show me that was not an F. I've just done that thing where I'm broken. Is this a fuzz? Is it a sustainer? Because it has a time, but I don't think that's delay. I'm scared to turn it on. They said it worked, though. Here we go. No, I hear you. I hear you fine. Daniel's gone. That's nice. All right. I'm going to keep demoing this. Here we go. So the Fuzz Thainer, it's like a compressed. It just sounds like a compressed distortion. Wait, now it's like a fuzz. It actually sounds pretty amazing, other than that sound. So, I guess level of sustain. So if I back, let's go as much sustain as I can give it. It's a distortion. Let's see if Daniel's back. Daniel, are you back?
I don't know. Am I?
We see Daniel. Do we hear Daniel, Joshua? We have lost Daniel's audio.
What is going on?
What's that, Josh? We're going to let the stream catch up. Again, if you're here. Oh, we have you back. You're back.
Am I back? Great.
What happened?
I don't know. We put a lot of we put a lot of time and energy into trying to fix the technical issues, and apparently there's just new technical issues.
I joked.
And I don't get it.
I joked a minute ago. This may be the last live stream I ever do. We may just start recording these.
A new interface.
Yeah.
There is a new amp in a box. There is a new switcher. There is a new camera there that I can do this with.
It's a lot of stuff.
There's new power supplies for everything. There's new cabling. Mm-hmm. And still I'm hopping out. I don't get it.
It's fine.
Makes me angry.
Did you hear the Fuzz Thainer? Let me re-demo it for you. Here we go. You ready? This is worth doing. Here we go. Fuzz Thainer. On. So this must be like the compression. It also has a wall plug, which is wild. So as I turn the compression up, it gets like less distorted. And then the time, the LED works with that control. It's very confusing. There's that Smashing Pumpkins song I love that goes. You know that one?
You know that song.
All right.
Am I plugged in correctly into this now?
I think you are. Yeah, I hear you. What are your thoughts on the Fuzz Thainer? The Zuzz Thainer. Sorry.
Well, I think it is a branding nightmare because I still don't really know what it does. And
it says nowhere on it distortion, but it's obviously a distortion.
is just Uzz, like UZZ, just it's supposed to trick our brain into thinking it's a
Zuzz.
We're supposed to just know.
And there's not the pot code's dated to 78.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like nothing on it helpful other than these weird, bizarre, like, I don't even know what this is. I left it, but I don't think it's, I don't know. The Zuzz Thainer, and there's more of them, and I do like how they look. I like how they look.
Zuzz Thainer sounds like a 1930s strongman.
Oh, like you go to the fair and it's like Zuzz Thainer lifts a horse. That thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Right.
What you got?
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go back over to camera mode, I guess. Switching to camera mode.
Ooh.
I know nothing about this.
Yeah.
Sismetone?
We got some real doozies today. We know
Does
nothing
anyone know
about...
anything about this? What do you know about this?
I know nothing about that. I'm going to, while you, whatever you're doing, I'm going to grab a pedal that I thought was that from my collection, and then I realized it wasn't. So go ahead.
This seems like one of those things that, like, Ed would know a lot about, but I don't know anything. If anyone knows anything about Sismetone... I think this thing's kind of excellent.
Is that your clean tone?
Yes. I don't understand how any of the knobs work on it either, because they don't quite make sense. It the bass knob, like
Sismetone or Sismetone?
it's a nasty little beast, whatever it is.
See, I thought it was this. Can I show you what I thought it was?
Okay, shoot.
Cause you were like, I saw it in a message thread where all four of us crazy people are in, and I thought, oh, I have a version of that, right? The Montarbo by Linforton. Yeah. Notice, like, if I go back to your screen here, show your pedal real quick. Do your pedal cam.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like a backwards version of yours. So if I go to mine, see, like, it's upside down to yours, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's not the same thing at all. So, and we know nothing about that. So if you're in the comments, if you're watching, what the crap is this? And I think the theme of today is we don't know anything about anything we have.
No, I don't know nothing about nothing.
It sounds great.
I don't know. Sounds pretty cool to me. Whatever it is.
I like that noise.
That's my Hello Kitty guitar.
Okay. All right. The next thing I have, I kind of know what it is thanks to Ed. So let's show this real quick. So Tone Machine's blog. Let me show you. Let's top down this. So again, big shout out here. Tone Machines, tonemachines.blog.com. Everybody go check it out. It's Ed. He's a good friend of ours. He makes us buy stuff. We make him buy stuff. So I just typed in Big Muff and scrolled here. Ed's specialty is like the weirdest crap, like stuff that he'll just find things and like weird. I think what he prefers, and you can give your opinion on this, Daniel. It's like things that they're like one-offs, like brands that are dead, stuff that barely happened. And I messaged into the little thread we all share, which is like, hey, anybody know what this is? Because somebody emailed me. And I was like, I've never seen this. And Ed immediately goes, I have one of these, and I wrote about it. So there is a post here about what I'm about to show you. And so what it is, it's these two devices. Yeah. 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 So a store ended up with these and then messaged me, and they were like, what is this? So, you know, it feels like DT. What is DT? There's so many, I guess. And then you have like a plastic enclosure. They're just very odd and quirky. So he has a whole write-up. He found these originally with the red foot switch, but it's the Forest Cook. That's a guy's name. And 1976 is what he's dated this to. This has pot codes from 66 in it, which is impossible. And 71 even feels impossible. So it's probably a guy using old parts to make stuff. But sometime in the late 70s, let's say, long story short, these are Big Muff clones. And so what's cool about him, he has really great pictures of the boards in here. A guy named Forrest Cook replied to a message to Ed and said, yeah, I made a very limited run of these circuit boards around 1976. I sold them to a few friends in Denver and Boulder, Colorado. It's basically a Big Muff shrunk into that enclosure. So this is what's cool about this. You're the EHX guy. So I think this is cool. I'm going to send you one of these when I get the other one working. One of them's dead.
Can people hear me okay? I saw some comments and I couldn't.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to send you one of these when I get it working. But it's possible this is the first like boutique Big Muff clone. That's what Ed kind of posts.
Yeah.
He's like, it seems like we've never seen anything earlier that's like a boutique guy building a clone of a Big Muff. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? You ever seen anything before? I mean, obviously there's Big Muff clones, but this is kind of boutique-y. I've never seen anything else.
Well, it's like we know that some of the the Japanese elk clones were
like
like
how
early
boutique-
70s.
And how boutique? It's hard to
those
say
aren't
because
really-
they were manufactured.
So I don't know.
Like the Jordan Creator, the Hofner Try Dirty Muff, whatever that's called. I don't have one. I'm fine. So let's play this. Let's check it out. So here we go. It looks so small on my table. But the other one, this one's dead. So, dead on arrival. Alright, here we go. Nothing. Wait, is this one dead? Date codes. I bet the jacks are backwards. Oh my gosh. Why do we torment ourselves doing this thing that we do? There we go. All right, so this is a old, possibly the first ever Big Muff clone that you could say is boutique by a guy named Forrest. It has fixed volume. That is so weird. Yeah? Just up? Yeah. Crazy. My favorite Smashing Pumpkins song to play with a Big Muff is the you know that one? I don't have any great comments on what it sounds like. It sounds like a Big Muff, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's amazing. I think Ed actually said in his blog, like, it sounds okay. What is okay with a Big Muff? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it does the Big Muff thing. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Big Muffy.
So out of my three things that I know nothing about, I know a little about this because Ed wrote about it. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. What do you got?
All right. The next thing I have. Oh, I got to put it in front of the.
Ooh. Let me prep.
We're gonna move.
Yeah. I'm excited for this.
Holding guitars.
Okay. This show has a certain charm, which is like stuff's just
Genius.
chaotic. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about this. What is this?
I don't know. It's from the Ukraine. It appears to be some kind of for the Electroharmonics book. One of the things that I'm actively trying to do is find all of the foreign, or not all of them, as many as I can find of all the like foreign clones, bootlegs, etc. Of the products to kind of show the worldwide reach of where these circuits went. And there's a lot of cool conversations that can happen within that. Like in the chat, there's someone we've been talking to. I don't know if it's Luis or Louis, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly, but he's been helping us with some stuff in Brazil. And there's this great conversation about how it wasn't necessarily about like bootlegging pedals as a way of like making money. It was because they literally couldn't import any of the things. They couldn't import any of the pedals. They couldn't import components. So they had to kind of like, if they wanted these circuits, they had to build them. And that was kind of part of the musical culture. So this is one of the ones that I found. And it is a...
And in case you're wondering, let me pull up this website here. You can go to ehxbook.com. This is a site that Daniel made for the project we've been working on for about 700 years. Made on Earth for rising stars. And there's a little thing here that says, tell us your story. So if you have a cool story about EHX, your first pedal you had, anything. Let's say you saw Mike Matthews beat a guy up, or you liked a Big Muff when you were a kid, whatever. Just tell us your story. Yeah. And you can kind of, it's kind of a companion to TNB, but it's very specific for this book. So I just want to show that.
I've been getting a lot of great photos in the email account from like people in like the 90s just showing me like pictures of them playing live. And that's kind of what we want very specifically. Anyways, like I said, there's a whole section. I'm trying to do all the foreign clones and such. So this one came up in the Ukraine. It was $60. It does not work.
Doesn't work.
So, but it's clearly supposed to be an electric mistress because it's got like the filter matrix switch.
It just says filter matrix. Like it's literally... Yeah.
It's massive. I mean, a Memory Man is a big pedal, and it's just as big as the Memory Man.
What's that thing on the bottom? The black thing, like on the bottom? Yeah. Oh, the cable. Okay.
It's a cable, yeah.
Okay.
So I bought there's a lawnmower outside that we're going to hear, apparently. Great. Just this friggin' show. There's just a lawnmower out. Can you hear the lawnmower?
I didn't know Massachusetts cut their grass. Like, this is a huge, like, I always just assumed that in Massachusetts the grass grows free and, like, you walk out and you just kind of roam around in it. It's not that loud. I think it's charming.
My lawnmower caught on fire recently. It was like I was having a particularly bad week where my basement flooded. And my lawnmower caught on fire.
But you could have put your burning lawnmower in your basement.
Thinking about them. Anyways.
What if you'd put your burning lawnmower in your basement to put the fire out?
Yeah. Oh, and then the insurance people sent over, the people who came to like clean the basement, even though that I actually cleaned it all.
Yeah.
They came and they put up 6 fans and a dehumidifier and put some stuff in a truck, and they sent my insurance company a bill for like $3,000 for an hour of putting fans in the basement.
We're in the wrong business.
I'm not angry about that.
All right.
This thing doesn't work. It doesn't work.
But go ahead anyway. This is
work.
No, it's fine.
We'll see what but I bought a super heavy like 220 step down converter thing because it's like a Euro plug. And it doesn't. I was very sad to see that it didn't turn on. But I thought about, wait a second, now that I have one of these things, there's a handful of pedals that I have that I've never been able to turn on because...
I'm a little shocked you didn't have the step-down converter with as many pedals as you have.
I did, but I lost it a long time ago in some move, so I just never got around to replacing it, and I finally replaced it. Yeah. But then I thought about something that I don't think has really been seen on the internet too much.
Okay.
But it came from
France. I'm very excited for whatever's happening here. I can't see, but I'm excited. This is called Surprise Time.
Surprise Time?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. I saw that you bought this. This is a confusing device. Like, who is Blackfield?
I don't know.
We know nothing today. We know not a single thing.
I got to plug it in real quick.
Because at first glance from a distance, it's like, oh, it's a Royal, or it's a Chenet, or a right?
Yeah.
It's Blackfield. What does it say under Blackfield? Electronic.
Orchestra electronique or something. This is one of those things that like no one seems to know too much about.
That logo is so good. The flying sound logo.
Yes. So.
Does it feel like a Royal or a
I feel like.
Shinee kind of construction?
Sorry, everything's wrong. I'm plugging things in the wrong thing because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, sorry, the Sismetone's still plugged in. Whoa!
There we go. Oh my gosh. It's so... That's aggressive. That's aggressive. What's the flying? Is it a phase?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had... Ibanez had products kind of called flying.
Let's see if we can make this something reasonable.
That's cool.
I don't know how long I can subject people to that.
That's a really cool pedal. Does it feel like a Shinee like construction? Is it Japan made? You pretty sure? It looks Japan made because they use like the moped gas pedal.
I mean it looks exactly like a Royal Fuzz. It looks like.
Yeah.
I've
never heard of that brand. That's wild.
I've seen 2 pedals by them. I don't know anything about them. It looks a lot like there was like a South American brand too that.
Is it Blackstone what Jason Bourne's trying to take down?
Yes. Blackfield Orchestra Electronique. It's got a really interesting power supply too. But yeah, that's that pure unbridled chaos thing.
Well. What is the treadle doing? Is it the phase? I've never seen a more physical representation of Daniel.
It's got a mode called flying.
What's the treadle doing?
It's like an expression control.
For the phaser?
Well, there's something called flying and wah-wah. Right? That's it? Yeah, wah-wah and flying. Whatever.
Oh, that top
flying
rise.
and wah-wah. Yeah.
Okay.
So wrap your head around that one. I don't.
This is like complete nonsense.
Yes. I love it.
The only thing I've seen crazier is this unit I have, which is the Jennings Cyclone, which is like wah-wah fuzz tornado siren. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if this works. It's not going to work, but let's see. Oh my gosh, it works. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Look at this pedal. This is what this does. Someone invented this. Vox Jennings basically made this pedal. Hold on. It's supposed to siren back and forth. Wait. It's... I know how valuable this is. This is where Nick is dying. British Nick. All right. True story. Oh, you're fine. The guy who invented the Univibe, Fumio Maeda, he actually was one of the first people to come up with like noise machine technology in Japan. So a lot of this, like when you see the siren wah pedals and like the tornado, it actually started with them people playing with transistors and like making ambient noise, like sleep sounds and stuff. Very strange. Yeah. Well, we know nothing about anything we showed.
I don't know anything about that.
It's been a good show, though. I felt like this was good. We may never do this live again. We'll have to decide that later. But
we have more, though.
Yeah, we just filmed them. Them. Live streaming has taken my soul lately. But on that note, these pedals are cool. I'll try to send you one of these, because I have two and I don't care. And you need one if it's an early Big Muff clone. Which one do you want? The big or small font?
Big.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with big.
All right.
Because of Big Muffs.
Well, I feel like we did our job today. You have something left?
We have more.
You have more?
What are you talking about?
All right.
We have more stuff.
You close this out. Do the next thing. I forgot.
Right, well,
I forgot. You found this and it's amazing. Let's show it off. It makes me want to go grab all my versions of it, but I'm too tired.
I've got a couple.
Okay. Let me see what I have while you do this.
So there's a hum there. Ooh. Let's go to. Are we just cutting out here? There's a sound in there. So there's do you know anything about these? There's a whole bunch of these. They're all kind of branded different things. I'm getting a lot of reflection.
Here's what I have related. This is where someone's gonna yell at me like Nick. But I have this, which is you have this in front of you. Does yours have the sticker? Yes. So Walnut Avenue, Clark, New Jersey, whatever. And there's some tie here to the Manny's Fuzzes, I believe. There's a bit of a mystery. Is the Manny's related? How's it related? There's very similar things here. That's all I really know. Again, I don't know anything.
3 knobs and mine doesn't.
Yeah, which is why like it kind of like I know there's some relation believed to be here, but obviously this is 3 knobs and different. But you have more of the Clark stuff, so that's cool. I haven't seen some of these Clarks yet.
There's this one that's MGI.
Yeah, never seen that.
You just get a mirror. It's just a mirror to my studio. But this one, this one is different.
Orpheum.
Because it has blue sparkly sides.
That's really weird.
Blue sparkly sides. And it is also
a mirror.
Unusually aggressive.
It's like you try to picture these being dropped in like 67 and you turn them on and it's just straight up like satanic fuzz.
That's what's always funny about these. When we were talking about this the other day, was that like, is it possible that some of these fuzzes were not meant to be played with pickups as high output as what we're putting into them now?
Yeah, or people just, I don't know. Was it a lot of that, like, just play single notes on your fuzz, right? Like, nobody was playing chords yet. That would be an interesting thing to, like, study a little bit. Like, who started playing chords with a fuzz? Because that's when you get into, like, maybe they were just playing those, like, you know, like American Woman sounding lead lines or, like, Santana stuff.
This pedal does not like anything more than a single note. It barely likes a single note. But
Demonstrate.
I keep thinking about the joke. Whoever made it needs to out themselves from last show, which was, I'd like to say something about the deceased, but first, here's my clean tone. So you've got, you know, this. I'm playing through one of the UA Dream pedals, so this is replicating like a 1965 amp, right?
Yeah.
Very pretty, right?
They would have played this amp.
No. Yeah. Now let's plug in let's turn on.
It's insane. I think it would be a really cool project for some listener, watcher. When did that start happening? Because I've said this a lot, even with like cranking a Fender amp, you can get really heavy in like 49, 52.
Yeah.
When did that happen where someone was like, screw it, I'm playing huge chords? And because I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to point something out. A couple people in the comments are like, they did the same thing we do today. They turned the guitar volume down, and people use their volume knobs. I'd like to point out. This is if we're going from like 0 to 10 on this volume knob.
Yeah. Yeah. Your one is like
that's one. That's like 0.5.
When your guitar is on 0.5, it sounds like a DS1 distortion. Yeah.
So let's crank it and then roll back my volume.
Yeah. It's all the way. It's like gaff tape the knob.
Yeah. For those who are like, just roll back the volume. That's it. That's what we get.
Yeah, and we're talking
there is no
like,
rolling back the volume on this thing.
To my understanding, without looking at any of my notes, like this circuit is basically, I think, late 1966. Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a roll back your volume pedal. It is chaos, no matter what you put into it. I won't say it's the most usable pedal in the world. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I love me some clang. There's the lawnmower's back. But this thing is, like, borderline unusable. It is bees in a tin can rolling down a hill.
It sounds like that lawnmower.
Across a pile of nails while the lawnmower goes by.
The humor of your lawnmower. All right,
so people are still saying it. Less volume equals less fuzz. I'm telling you, I put it down to like 0.5. Like,
all right.
Who is the person who's playing guitar and is like, I'm gonna roll back my volume to get that great tone down to like just like a millimeter beyond off?
Okay, I have a lunch appointment with myself, and what we need to do here is like, what are we taking away from this episode? Like, what's your summary? I don't know anything about anything you've shown. That's my biggest takeaway. I usually feel like we're professionals who have we can offer. You know, like you and I are like, oh well, this is the story. I only knew one thing just because Ed wrote about it, and I actually don't even remember what I said. I just read it.
I have one more thing that I don't know anything about.
Just show it.
More thing. Yeah.
Might as well, because we don't know anything about anything.
We don't know anything about anything.
I can't be late for my lunch appointment with myself, though.
I want lunch, too. All right.
What do you got? I love the mystery of this, like, side frame arrangement.
The side camera, yeah.
Here we go.
We'll go to this, right?
Whoever that is straight up weed eating.
Yes.
Oh, this thing. What is this? Elka? All right. Elka is not elk. Lesson 1. Elka's Italian, correct?
Yes.
Elk is Japanese. Elka is not elk. Just that needs to be a t-shirt because it can be confusing late at night.
So
this is the size of like an amp head. It's big.
Yes, it's very big. It is the Elka Reverb 3. It even has this.
I love this weed eating happening right now.
This foot switch. I love the wonderful timing of we just can't have an episode where there isn't chaos going on.
RVD.
The RVD switch for this, which is a foot switch made for it, but the pedal comes out the front of it, which is really annoying. So like, you're on stage and the pedal's coming out, the cord's coming out the front. So we'll throw that down there.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta
so
plug
it's
into it.
reverb, vibrato, and what is dizzy?
That's a Dizzy Tone.
Oh, okay. The Elka Dizzy Tone. Oh,
So-
yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
And if you're wondering
For
what a
nobody.
dizzy tone is, it's a pretty famous vintage fuzz. So this unit is kind of for you hardcore collectors, it's kind of like a psychedelic machine ish approach where the super fuzz was in the psychedelic machine with the Univibe. This unit has Elka's kind of combo.
Yeah, I'll go back to my camera too. Original, oh my god, this lawnmower, man. The original Dizzy Tone is one of my favorites of the various vintage fuzzes in my collection. I have 2 of them. I love them. So, but they're really expensive, like stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Friggin' lawnmower. So this thing was pretty cheap because it's like archaic and big and weird. But sorry, I can't get over the timing, the perfect timing. The moment we start, someone's like, I gotta mow the lawn. The reverb is not functioning.
Big shocker.
Big shocker, yeah. Not functioning.
So that's not vibrato, it's tremolo.
Yes.
Thanks, Fender. It sounds great. It's like hard.
Sorry, I keep bumping the thing. This is a really professional show we've got going on here.
I love that how hard that vibrato goes, and like again, no one ever used it. It's like, was there some kid making like a concept Boards of Canada album in the late or early 70s? Where did you find this? I've never seen it.
Just eBay or something.
You didn't find it on Reverb? That's cool. Do you know if they made the tremolo vibrato separately? Because I've never seen any other Elka pedals.
I have not. It is kind of nice. It's very like...
Yeah, it's not gentle. All right, give us the Dizzy Tone.
And Dizzy Tone.
If that spring reverb worked, I could play a whole gig with that thing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because the Dizzy Tone is a tone bender-ish thing, so
Yeah.
it's really versatile.
It's fun. I wish the reverb. I'm sure the reverb is just like probably something just disconnected inside.
Yeah.
It looks like it was well taken care of. But yeah, I actually wasn't able to plug this thing in until today because I just got.
I'm
the
just
thingy
smiling because of the lawnmower. It's so good. I think it's the
It's-
this is the perfect episode. I think what you and I, this episode, just so people know, every time we've like met up and traveled and done stuff, this episode feels like us. Like
Yeah.
there's no, it's just, yeah, sure. And you're in a basement digging, you're in a molded
Yeah.
house. This is who we are. This feels good. I almost want to hire that guy to cut grass even in the winter. Like,
No.
yeah.
No. I love that this building doesn't exactly keep
No.
up on their maintenance, but the one time they do, it's like the
Yeah.
45-minute window where we're here trying to play annoying sounding things, and they're like, I've got something annoying I can do in the background.
All right. Any last words? I mean, my takeaway is today felt good because I don't really know anything about any of this. It was kind of a weird hodgepodge of stuff. I feel like it shows where I'm in a weird spot as a collector. I'm starting to just find weird crap that I've never seen because I'm running out of stuff to collect. A little bit, a tiny bit. Your stuff's odd too because it's like very not EHX today for the most part. Other than, I mean, the bad Redicon chip in your phaser flanger.
So I'm just playing this out.
That's all right. Well, in the comments, just let us know what you thought about this chaotic episode. And I guess that's it. Are you good, Daniel? Are we done here? I think Daniel's done. Okay. I'm going to hit bye-bye, Daniel. Are you good?
Wait, one more thing.